Hello everyone. So today I have noticed a water leak in my RO system. So it is a reverse osmosis system which is under the sink. It is of iSpring. After careful looking of the source of the leak at all the points that are the points of failure, looking at the connections, looking at the filter housing, I noticed that the water is leaking from the third filter housing. Contains a pre-filter which is called as a CTO filter, and the water is leaking from the third filter onto the second filter, and as you can see there is water everywhere around the second and the third filter housing only. This particular water leak was not detected. The plumber who installed this water system installed the water leak system at an incorrect location. It is currently located at the top of the head system while it should be located on the floor, and as you can see from this angle the water is leaking from the third filter. After the detection, the next step is to switch off the water supply to the system.
Turn down that way, and then turn this one to the right if you have a leak.
So I'll be fixing my water leak in the RO system. For that, first of all, remove the cap. And see there are multiple pipes of different color, and you need to remove these pipes in order to take the system out. My system is located on the floor. First of all, there is a red pipe. This is basically the water supply to the system. Black is for the drain, where the water is going to the drain. The yellow is the connection that is given to the water tank, and blue is the connection given to the outlet or the output or to the faucet. So first of all you need to remove the safety clip one by one, and after that you need to push that particular clip inward and pull the pipe out. So that is how you need to pull the pipes out of these connections in the water system of RO iSpring. Now similar way we need to remove the drain pipe. First remove the clip, then push it inward and then take the pipe out. So if the water is draining, use a glass to collect water, and then you remove the safety clip for the yellow pipe, push it inward and take the pipe out. So this one is the pipe that is going to the water tank, and finally the pipe which is blue, that is the connection to the faucet. Remove the clip, then push it inward and take it out. The system can be taken out, but make sure that you are holding it firmly because the system is really heavy as the filters are filled with water. Now you can see the translucent filter, it is not black, so the water filters need not be changed now. All we are doing now is to check the leak and fix the leak in the system. First of all, I'll be removing the first filter so that I can access the second or third filter. While you are removing this, there will be a lot of water, so I'm taking some containers to collect the water. And as I said you, the leak is in one of the filters, which is the second or the third one. So to access that, I am removing the first filter housing, and for that I'll be using this screw. And you need to remember that lefty is loosey, so you need to turn it to the left to loosen up. The o-ring is perfect in this one. I doubt the o-ring are damaged or crooked or misplaced in the second and third compartment, and that's why we have a leak. Yeah, I have taken the third filter out and I found out that okay, so this is basically the filter, and there is supposed to be a ring on top of it and it is missing, and that ring was misplaced, and this is that particular ring. We need to put it this way. This filter casing and the filter back to this head system of the iSpring water system very carefully so that it stays in place. And another idea is to use a food grade silicone that is used usually in the plumbing water systems. So you can apply that onto the o-ring and also to this particular ring which is on the filter. Now if you see this filter, it has that particular ring over here as well, which is correctly placed, but this one was misplaced and it was causing the leak. So once you place it correctly, once you fit in water system, then there won't be any leak, but I will show you how it is. I have placed the bearing at the correct position. Now it looks perfect, and then you need to place it back. You cannot keep this filter housing loose, nor you should over tighten it. You need to use that filter housing screw only one time. Okay, now this is tightening the filter housing. Now this is perfect. Now goes the second filter, which is the GAC filter. With regards to the GAC filter, the one that has a bearing needs to be on the top. Okay, it has to be facing upwards. Okay, now this is how you need to place it. I have tightened it with my hand. Now I'll be using this screwdriver kind of thing. One turn, and we don't want to over tighten it or keep it loose. So that's the trick. Now goes the first filter housing, and this particular filter housing is translucent, so you can see across it to the filter, and if the filter is black, then it means that it needs to be changed. You need to follow the manufacturer schedule. The manufacturer recommends that the filters, these three pre-filters, need to be changed every 6 to 12 months. Then there are other filters which are like RO membrane and the other filter which are on top of this head system. Those need to be changed every 2 years or 1 year as per the recommendation of the iSpring, which is the manufacturer of this particular system. Hand tighten this, use the screw for a one turn, lefty loosey and righty tighty, and this is tightened. Now this is our filter system. I'm going to place all of these. This is the water outlet, and then I will be keeping the safety lock pin. Okay, now this is the pipe that is coming from or going to the tank, that's yellow. Let me push it inward. Okay, and this one you need to put the safety pin over here. This is going to the waste system, and now you need to place the safety lock. Finally, this is the water inlet. Okay, now this has gone into it. Then you need to place the safety lock. So all of this is done. Now you can switch on the water supply over there and switch on the supply of water to the tank. So these two are the things that were switched off at the start of this process. Now you need to switch on, and then your filters will be working perfectly and the water system will be operational. It has been 2 hours since I have switched on the water supply to the filter and switch on the water supply to the water tank. As you can see, this is all dry. There is reflection of light onto the aluminium foil, but if I touch, I don't find any moisture, so there is no leak. So the solution that we have performed is successful, and this is how you treat the water leaks in the reverse osmosis filtration system. You need to check whether the filter housings are fitted properly. It should neither be loose nor it should be very difficult to unscrew them. and then you need to make sure that the length of the filter is correct. You need to make sure that the o-ring is in place. You need to make sure that the bearings are in place. In our case, the bearing were not in place, and that was causing the issue of the leak. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video.